Top one laddies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was in One Piece universe. So, and Zuko uh, was born in My Hero Academia world first. Before, I I know that the everyone and relax Zuko. Of course, I'm throwing in Zoomies so that and I'm also adding a special villain that allows his power to, or like his quirk to, like, I will not spoil it, but yes, I'll just say that. I said guess, not yes. Okay? So, let's begin. And Zuko was born normally, like he's quirkless, but he has the powers of infinity and zero. And he is always had almost a similar, because he was growing up different from others. So, and I'm also throwing in Zoomy, so yeah. So, she grows up at the same rate as an average human, but Zuko grew up really fast. Like, how Vegeta, boosts his, like, power level thing. Yeah. Well, one day, at age of 5, yeah, after the quirk doctor told him that he was quirkless. At age of 5, the the someone, or like, let's say a hero was trying to stop the villain, but the hero's name is called Reflect because his quirk reflects um but one day Zuko was watching from a safe distance, but somehow when this villain called Ultimate Teleport, that's what, I didn't come up with the old or newer name. So he uses it to try to send the hero away. But the hero reflected it, but instead of hitting the villain, it ended up hitting Zuko, teleporting him into My Hero Academia universe. As everyone is, like, wondering why this kid, they all thought he was dead. As he falls into the ocean, as he gets up, he looks around. He sees this Delphi container right in front of him. As he picks up the chest, as he swam back up to the surface. As he crawls back, or he's trying to look for an island. Before he gets hypothermia, as his body starts to slow down, as he at this point, Zuko's like infinity and zero power has infused into his body, so he basically is now what you see on your screen. This guy. Yeah. Yeah. So, as he swam him really fast, as they found some land, turns out it was the same land where she was living on kind, the one with a that has a skull with those giant horns, owned by that big buff guy, by this guy. As Simon just sat down, he was thinking about he's gonna like die. He because of his hypothermia. As he lays down, yeah. What do you do with the hypothermia? I know some of you or all of you are gonna write in the comments. He should have just started a campfire. He doesn't know his surroundings yet. Because in that universe, somehow he gained the power of attract. Not like magnetism one. No. He ended up going attracting love. So the guy came, but it didn't work on him as he was walking around. But then he noticed there's a guy on his island. But he doesn't know him. He just randomly popped out of nowhere. As he picks him up with a chest that he was holding. Walks over and the person walks as he puts him, as the doctors told him that this guy's temperatures are dropping drastically. He's gonna freeze to death if we don't. And yeah. So they put him in front of a fire. Yeah. As his body and the only person that sat right next to him, stayed with him through the entire week of him recovering, was none other than her. Yeah. And instead of having like a angry face, she had this like love passion for him. Yeah. Well, love with the first sight thing. So she decides, can we keep him? Or that. So she walks off before to tell her, like, to tell him that should we keep him? He seems more valuable. Well, the if he has a crew, I'll ask him if he has a crew or the if okay, and if so, oh, if he does have a crew, make him get paid or not paid. Sorry, he will get killed by my hand. But if he doesn't, I'm okay with you marrying him. You love him that much. Okay? And so when he woke up from his nap, the big guy he asked him if he was on a like crew or the as he says, no, I'm not on a crew. I don't have my own crew. So if that's your question. Okay. But where am I, first of all? So yeah. So the big guy says, okay, where did you come from? And he says, well, I come from a universe or different world, multiverse thing of My Hero Academia universe, where it's as he explains that the in his universe these quirks or no actually the these powers, the quirks, think about them as, or as he says, think about when the, or as he, because he hit his head so hard, some of the memories is jumbled up, like he couldn't remember Hmm. Well, the whole thing is she tells him. No, he tells him that you don't have a crew, but you come from a alternate universe, right? Yes. One's in that alternate universe. Well, if my memory serves me, the theme it was that if my memory serves me, it was the his power in my universe are called quirks. So, or most people, like common people, have quirks that could think it or first, what's this world? Does this have like powers? Yes. The box that you were holding is a contains two Del fruits. We are, or I, I have the power of the. As he actually says the name of the his Del fruit. As he says, huh? Hey, well, in my universe, uh, well, what does it give you? Well, it gives us that overpowered stuff, but in exchange, we lose our abilities to swim. That's terrible. Yeah, it is. And, but live with the consequence thing. Well, as he says that in my world, we don't have that problem. We have weaknesses, but it only relates to like the actual power. And ours power thing is similar to like Delford's, but it doesn't make us lose our abilities to swim. Hmm, very interesting. As he's more interested in learning more. Like, what kind of powers has your world give? Well, I know some powers will give you, like we have the dark shadow. That's one of the powers, and it will give you a person to talk to, basically like your shadow, and it's a broken depends on how much darkness that's if it was dark then hmm, like super dark, it will be like way powerful than any normal human could control. Then we have ones that create like objects like your wristbands. I noticed from the yeah from their own skin. Ooh. So basically, and we have like other stuff. Um, my friend has explosive quirk that allows him to create explosives. Ooh. So then, so this little girl, or this girl, went up to her father and asked him if if she, if it was all right to keep him. Yes. Yes. The him you need plus it seem or Zuko what or Zuko is just sits down. He starts to like he he looks over at the chest as he opens it. If it's as he sees the two Del fruits that are equivalent to his actual powers. His powers doesn't be taken away. So Zuko uses his power of 0, and because he infused it with his own body by using his actual power, he doesn't get that side effect of losing the ability to swim. So yeah. Alright, he puts him in his storage locker. As he tells the big guy that I know that you'll probably try to, like, I know that you guys are new, so I sometimes have a hard time with newer people. And he says, I understand. No need to worry. Alright. Alright. We'll get used to each other's, okay? And he gets picked up by her. And in that same thing, and yeah, as her father allows her to basically allows her to basically get married to him, to Zuko, as he's embarrassed because he's never seen this beautiful girl. And some of the like people like her to be, like in love with him. Like, this is what she looked like when she laid eyes on Zuko. And they asked him for his name, as he says, "I'm Zuko." Who? So, yeah, because in this alternate timeline, Bakugo didn't get a chance to name him Deku because that's spelled with a DEKU. I'm spelling it out for you. So, and she really loves him so much. She got into the, like, literally had a wedding thing going. And that spins his head around. Like, he's trying to process what yeah. So then, yeah. He ends up getting married to her. And has a daughter. Or, yeah. The daughter looked so much like her mom, but with, instead of having blue and purple hair. There you go. Alright. So, yeah. So Zuko, or so then, yeah. If you really want to see what she looks like, I'll probably draw like her, but with the added benefits of like green hair thing. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So then he's happy to be like, yeah. So then, the warp guy, I forgot to grab his picture, but he looks like the equivalent to what looks like All For One, but with brown hair instead of white hair. So I just will use All Mine, or All For One, sorry. So, All For One. Sorry. So the villain that teleported Zuko away tells the authorities that he's not dead. He's got teleported into an alternate reality. And it's true. You think that I'm lying? No, I'm not. See, my quirk allows me to basically send you to an alternate world wherever I choose. So, he is in One Piece. Terrible choice of picking. This is what he says. But in my opinion, The One Piece is cool, actually. This is similar to My Hero Academia. Hey, when I'm not like filming like these what ifs, I usually rank my favorite anime stuff. I have this like rank sheet that like if I watch it, it's like for One Piece it would be like 10 out of 10. And that goes for My Hero Academia. So I love them. That's why I made this what if. So yeah. So Simone is, of course, was telling the truth about him not having a crew, and he had it. He came from an alternate timeline. So this is a recap. So basically, there he is. So he says that Simone is still alive, and can you bring him back? No, it's one-way trip. Now, if I wanted to bring someone back into here, I would have done it anyways. So then the time skip to 15. And that's what Zuko would originally be. Or in My Hero Academia universe. Plus her too. Who, if she was in My Hero Academia. But then but they were both the same age. So no like youngest one dates the super oldest one. That doesn't work like that. So yeah. So sorry if I'm yelling. I'm just tired out. So yeah. So basically, yes, Simone or no, it's similar to yesterday. And don't worry, yesterday season 4 or like will be after this. So yeah. So yeah. Then the daughter is about the same age as she is now age of 5. And plus, most girls in like the guys in I forget in this guy's crew was like having that, like could see love in their eyes. Yeah. As he's so embarrassed, Ernest, because he gets like a lot of attention. Of course, this girl steps in because she knows that he is too embarrassed. But she's not, because she protects him. They're not doing anything too serious. But yeah. So then, yeah. Now, over years have passed, in My Hero Academia world, where the support course people created a machine because Asashi wants to keep Inko happy. Because Inko didn't care if Zuko was quirkless. She had the sun. And so yeah. So they created a portal to go fishing for him. As yeah. As she could tell. She then as she or as he was playing with their daughter in chess, like the board game, as a portal opens up, grabs him as he's trying to resist, as as her and her sister's trying to, but then, of course, they both let go before, as he falls right into the world, as he breaks the machine, as he still looks all buffed up, but he took some years off. And yeah, he's still like 15. He used to be like 20. And then yeah, or same age as her, but as he basically as Asashi walks up slowly. What just happened? As they could not believe they could not believe, like they were like got him to the hospital. He has no memories of the My Hero Academia universe. So, but he still has his memories of that was of his wife and his daughter on her. But he can't remember anything else. As they told him, as they like try to fix his head, as Nezu's like, instead of laughing, he's like, or Asashi walks in slowly. Where am I? You're in the hospital. You have been really long time. So, yeah. as Simone, or no, I keep saying Simone from, of course, Zuko was, it's like Uno reverse. Like in the last video, like the, what if Simone was born as the anti-spiral, it's a pretty good series, don't get me wrong, but they need to reboot of it. Reboot the Gurren Lagann so that it has like season 2, the alternate thing. So yeah. So Zuko, I almost said Simon, but Zuko was like, as he is like tries to, and his outfit looks just like what you see on the screen. This one. And most of the girls, like Ochako, Momo, Mina, Jiro, all the girls from Class 1A and Class 1B stared right at his, like, biceps. One. And, like, they could not believe. So, because he got hit so hard in the head, and they're surprised that his head didn't, like, explode on impact. So, yeah. So, Asashi, I don't know how to pronounce his name properly, was, like, visiting with Zuko. And Zuko, so he got visited by Zuko, Asashi and Zumi. And the doctor tells them that he has these, like, memory loss. Really a bad one. So he might not remember who you guys are. So let's just take things slow. Let's start with Asashi. Get some guy one. Okay? And All Might is really, like, worry about him. But the only thing, how are you doing? And as he looks at him, trying to process it, I know your head hurts and you lost your memories, but what happened to you when I heard that the villain tried to use his quirk to teleport you away, or try to teleport the hero, but it reflected it, but it landed to you, who, like, reflected away, and it teleported you to some world. As his memories are slowly coming back, as his first words said, fall into the ocean. And yeah, so Simone, I keep saying that. Zuko ends up um had a because his daughter inherits the powers of infinity and zero. Oh, just like her father did. So she opens the portal and she goes through with her mother. As she went to like 15, and this is a new place for her. So she's focused on getting her husband back. And the policeman had him in like this his custody thing, like the jail, and yeah, Zuko was just laying in the hospital bed as he could sense her and his daughter as he starts remembering that both of them, that he has really strong connections with. As, yeah, the hospital thing doesn't allow them to see him or have any more, like, visits. So they try to, like, and she's, like, tearing up. As both of them are, so she gets mad as her hand grabs one of the security guards through them as she walks in, as he was sleeping, as she walks in with both of them, like, as the pro hero shows up, as Simon or Zuko was basically pretty strong. Yeah. And no, it's not me doing any like smoke things. It's just I'm breathing. Yeah, breathes out before I start talking. So yeah. So basically, they both like go. Oh, as he's still like, and she basically cares about him, and so his daughter was basically took charge, like, of carrying. See, or actually not, or actually, his wife carried him. As he, as he, or as she says, "I got you, husband." Yeah. So it was a rescue mission, and some of the guys some most of the pro heroes are trying to blast them, but Mr. Aizawa's quirk didn't work on them, and one of the and she tells the daughter that she needs to create a getaway plan thing, like a distraction. So she basically uses her power that to force the pro heroes back, and yeah, she opens a portal, and they both went back into One Piece universe. And the one of the pussycats read the thoughts. Huh? And one of the thoughts was a threat thing. Like, if you try to steal my husband one last time, I will make sure to cause many chaos things. So they left. As his as his as they told her father, as their father knows that they somehow own as he's slowly gaining. So they asked the one of the people, let's say she healed his memories or healed his wounds things as he gets up, and let's say someone else had to restore his memories. So yeah, let's say someone on his team restored his memories back to, as he gets up, he still remembers what just happened when he was only 5 years old. And so yeah. So then the people are gonna use brutal force, but they said we don't know what's in that universe. Or maybe there was more of the what that girl is that has that power. It will be probably to be too dangerous. Sure. So yeah, but Zumi doesn't care. She'll go probably in and to get her brother. And yeah, so Zuko, I almost said Simon, but Zuko remembers that he is married to her, as he's was never forget that beautiful face of yours. And she's so blushing because it was so cute, like how he said it. And she even gave him a hug. Um, um, because yeah, yeah. So he got hit in the head twice. First one, he hit us on a sea floor. Then the second time, he got hit in the head on a machine. And as it, like, destroys the... As he was... Like, he hangs around with her. So then, yeah. He's basically living his best life with and learning more and more about the... Yeah. And plus, he hangs out with a big guy. Sorry about that. So this guy, he was basically pretty strong. Please wait for part 2.